Okay, beautiful people. So, my fellow ghetto developer. Okay, so guys, today we will do go dey super interesting. I'm super excited about wetin we wan do. Today we go dey build a SaaS system. We'll start from scratch to finish, right? And things where you go learn here, you go learn how to integrate payments, you go learn how to um, create plan like payment plan, all those kind of thing, right? But wetin we wan do sha na very simple thing, just image gallery application, right? So platform wey be say people fit save their photos, so dem snap picture with their phone, dem fit save am, right? Na wetin we wan just do today. But we dey convert am into a SaaS project so that you can subscribe for different plan. If you dey a lower plan, na only this number of picture you fit upload. If you dey higher plan, na this number of picture, just like that, right? So we'll do a free, a starter, and a premium plan. Most say for the free, you no pay anything, right? But na only a limited number of pictures you fit post. So most say something like um 10 pictures now you fit save, right? Then if you dey starter plan, you go fit save like most say 100 or just say like 20 pictures, right? Then if you dey premium, you go dey unlimited. Okay, so now wetin we go dey do today, right? Very make sense, right? So the best way we go use start this thing na to start, right? So make we start, right? Okay, beautiful. So we go dey use Paystack for this project, right? E go really make sense. You go get a lot wey you go learn from am. So more go Miro, so or Miro, like we talk last time, right? So more taste style design wetin we go like to do. So make I log in first, and of course I dey use Google, and I dey use this. Okay, so once you log in, we go start our magic, right? So the first thing I go like to do right now for us to plan the plans wey we go like create. So once this, okay, it don't come up. So I just create a new board, and why dey take time? And I want the board to dey empty. If anything dey this board, we go remove anything wey go dey the board, right? Okay, so this one dey load, then we'll get this. Definitely we go start from our back end, then our back end we go arrange everything. Okay, so the first thing what I go like to do na say make I just maybe just draw something like this. Okay, so for here now, this one will be like most say the free plan. These are not too big. Okay, so most say this one now will be like for the free plan, right? So for the free plan, now only 10 photos, 10 photos now you go fit upload, right? So 10 photos now you go fit upload for the free plan. So this same thing I want to duplicate this. So most say this one will be the starter plan, and for the starter plan most say 50 photos I go fit upload. Then lastly, so we'll get premium plan. So this premium plan, so it will be unlimited. So unlimited photos, right? So makes sense like that. So the next thing I go like put here, of course, when we say free na free, right? Then why for this one, we will say make the money be 500 naira. So the money go be 500 naira, right? Then why this one will be 1000. So now like this, what I go want make the whole thing be, right? So this is the plan, this is the plan, this is the plan. Makes sense, right? Aha. So these three plans now we go get. Let's see if we do again. Okay, so majorly this one don't give us clarity about which we want to. Right, this one don't give us clarity about which we want to. Now if you never sign in, you no go fit do all these things in, right? So make sense. Okay, so that is wetin we want to. So make we start proper. Okay, so the best place we will start from will definitely be from our back end, right? So we will need mongoose, right, to fit help us connect with our back end, right? So make I come here say npm I mongoose. So while that one dey install, the next thing what I go do so as to arrange all my files na to come here. So I fit say utils. Oops. So I fit say utils. So inside is my utils. So outside here, I go first of all do my .env. So inside here, so I fit say mongodb string. So that one go be equals to mongodb 127.0.0.1 then some more column photo, we just call am photo lab, then go be this our project name. So photo lab db, right? Okay, just because I know say we go use next auth, so make I just put this my next auth secret. So I will just type anything as usual, right? So this one now will come become my secret, the secret for my next auth. Okay, since I don't say we will use next auth, so we'll just install next auth. Okay, brilliant, right? We don't do that one. So the next thing we'll go do now, right, now to come make sure say our db dey established. So I'll come here, come click our db configure. So .ts, right? So the moment we don't get this, the next thing we I go come do now to say export const db config. So this would be an async. Then we'll do our try and catch. Okay. So I need this thing to start running. Okay, good. Then now inside here, we will say console log. So console log the error. Of course, I like to just make sure say now the error of console na be that. Okay, so for here we'll say await connect. So make sure say this connect now from mongoose. Then we will pass our we'll pass our ANV, right? But the next thing I would like to do now to make sure say I can create my constant. So I will just say export const db, right, which will be equals to process dot env dot db string. Of course, this thing is string, right? So this should be db underscore string. Okay, so here should be db. So now so we go just one. So db. So that one will help us establish connection. So with that now I pick on say console log. So make we say db connected. Of course I dey like to put an emoji. So more just get that one. Then anytime with this thing connect, make it clean my log, right? Okay, so now wetin we go do be this. Then the next thing we'll go do now to establish this connection. So we'll come inside our layout. So inside this our layout, we'll come here say await db config. Now because we dey call db await here and this thing will be async function, here go dey throw error. So to fix that up, we'll just come here do async. Once we do that, this thing will fix, then our connection will be established. So now I just come here reload this guy. So once we do that, our connection will be established. So by doing this, we don't connect. Now the next thing we will need to do now, say okay, we need to go design our model, right? So for our model we need a user, right? So every user they create an image, right? So our database don't connect. So the next thing we'll go do now to come make sure say we can't do our interface. So we'll say interface .d.ts. Okay, so inside our interface I will say I think I just export am. So export interface I user. So for the user, we'll say user will get a name, right? Of course, email which go be string, and of course it will get password, right? And so majorly now wetin we need with this, right? So I dey think whether make we use verify. No, more just focus on wetin we want to, right? Now the next thing I say each user will get a gallery, or make I call am lab, right? Because we name this project photo lab, right? So make I call am lab, right? Now this lab will be object of array because it will hold his image collection, right? And wetin else this thing fit collect again? Okay, you go collect plan because we need to know what plan this person dey on. So that one go be string. Then lastly, we would say plan cost, how much this plan wey this person dey cost, because na wetin we go use do calculation to make them to collect, to charge their account. Okay, so once we don do this thing, the next thing we go just do, if need dey for us to come back come make some corrections here, we go do am. So the next thing we go do now na say okay, we come here, we go say interface export interface I user data. So we go extend them from I user, then make sure say we attach documents to am. Okay, so by doing this, we don finish stage one. Then stage two na for this lab, right? So um for this lab now, we go get because dem go dey upload different pictures, right? So different pictures na im go dey enter here. Make sense? So we go say make we title the image, right, wey dem dey upload, right? So make dem name am, right? So we'll say okay, name, right? Then we'll get the image URL, right? So make we call am image URL, right? Then I wan get the image ID, right, which would be like the public ID for that image. Then of course we want tie these two together, so I'll say user. Make sense like this, right? Now this, sorry, yeah, right? So make our column photo. Okay, good. So by doing this, we don finish this side. Okay, so now make we concrete our model. So I'll say model dot, oops. So this should just be model, not model dot ts. Awesome. So we'll say user model dot ts. So now inside the user model, we'll say const user data, which would be equals to new schema. So this schema should be coming from mongoose, right? We get name, which is of type string. Makes sense? So make her look this thing. Okay, then I will just duplicate here. So we get email, we get password, we get plan. Makes sense? Then we'll get plan cost. Make I even come here, bring in the user data. Okay, then this one now will come the lab. So our lab now array of objects, but the objects will be types dot, right? Then in go the reference to user, no, sorry, in go the reference to labs. Okay, so I save that. Then of course I will just say time stamps to be true. Makes sense like that. Okay, so now I fit come say const, or I fit just say export default user model to be equals to models dot users model I user data users comma user data. Okay, so this, okay, so save that. Everything should be fine. So make her wait to make sure say now plan cost. Why they show? Okay, plan cost now. number. So make I just copy this, put am here. This will be const. Um, so let's see why this guy is there. Anyway, I'm go clear. Yeah, I'm done clear. Okay. So make I just copy this, then I go say lab um model.ts. Make I paste this here. So this I user go be I lab, I believe. Make I see. That's an iPhoto I use, but make I see. Yeah, iPhoto. So iPhoto. Then this one will be um so make I say photo. Copy here. So this one labs. Of course, yes, it will be labs. So this user turn on photo. Then let's change it. So I think, let me see. So I use name, image ID, image URL. So name, this one will be image URL, image ID. So this goes, this one will be user, then inside there the user, and of course now object, right? So good, this is it. Now for inside this my user, of course no two emails should be the same, so we will say unique to be true. Save that. Yes, so by doing this we don't finish the model for the image and the right, so the image and the user. So the next thing we will do now na to create the endpoint for am. So make we first of all come here. So inside there I will say API, right? So inside the API, um um so I'll create, well, first of all do auth. So we'll create this one, then inside this auth I will say register. So this register now go create new account, then of course I will come do sign in, right? So our register and sign in, now here you go there, right? Good. Then make we do, then okay, another thing I will come create here now the photo. So inside this our photo now, here now we come do to upload the photo, all those things, and sha na there we dey. So make we first of all work on this. So I just remember now say because we want do this thing, we will do bcrypt. So make I just install bcrypt app types slash bcrypt. So that one go dey install. So inside our user now, make we create route.ts. Okay, good. So I go say export const get, right? This one will help us get all our user async. So we'll say try. So I won't call the try and catch block. This guy don't dey take unusual time. So make I say try, then catch, right? Okay. So inside there, sorry. So inside there, I'll call this. So make we first of all say error and make I map am to n. So we will say return next um, next request, right? Dot JSON. So message, this one will be error, then status will be 404. Okay, good. Okay, so that one I go work for our error, but I dey see I dey save, right? My code need a refactor, and that one na because say something dey wrong here. So make I um see more try track where the error dey come from. Okay, okay. So make we see. So we get our try and catch. So these are catch go. Make we see. I still dey see this error here. Anyways, make I do the try catch. I don't know why it's no gree pick. So I wonder why it no come work before. Okay, so this same thing make I call am here. So this one will be 200, right? And here we will say reading users. Okay, so save that, right? Now the next thing we will come do now na to make sure say we call our db. So I'll say await db config. So that one now go establish our database. So I go say user to be equals to await user model, right? Dot find. So inside here we'll call data, which go dey map to user. So make sense like this. So the next one I go do now to just duplicate this guy, but for here this one will be post, right? So we'll say error. This one will be error creating user. So this one will be error reading user. So this one status will be 201. So make sense like that, right? So the next thing we will do now to say const the construct call await. So we'll say quest.json. So inside here we'll define that quest. So that would be react next request. Makes sense like that, right? So the things we will need now: name, email, and password. So these three things, make a copy them. So inside here we'll say create, right, and paste it. Now we install bcrypt, right, to change the password or to encrypt their password. So we just call bcrypt from bcrypt. Makes sense. So now we'll say const sort go dey equals to await the bcrypt dot gen sort. So we pass 10. So make us see why this. Oh, okay. I just duplicate this. So here go be hashed. Then why here go be hash, right? So we'll pass password. The password we then type. Then here go be sort. This sort. So inside is our password. We go map them to um we will map them to this hash. Makes sense. Now the next thing we'll need to do now say okay, um we need to know which plan these people they sign in for, right? So depending on the plan wey they sign in for, na go be the cost of the charges wey we go charge them. So I will do comma plan, right? So plan we no know yet, right? In fact, make I even pass am here. We go know plan, right? So we go say plan. Then remember I say we get plan cost. So this stuff now we go pass am here. The plan cost as well. We will pass am here and save. Now two things wey we fit do. We fit do logic from the front end and or we do the logic from the back end there, right? And say okay, if the plan is equals to this, now sweet thing suppose happen here, that kind of thing. I feel say okay, make we just do am here so that for front end we just pass value and straight up we get the result here. So we go say if this plan, right, wetin dem pass here, right? So first off, make I say okay, plan and so let me say plan data, right? So here we will say plan, let plan be equals to, so this plan na string, so let plan be equals to empty array. Then this one will be 0 and we will say cost will be this one number. So this, make I just change them to cost here, be equals to number. So something like this, right? Now we can do some stuff here. So we'll say if plan is strictly equals to, that means sorry, plan data is strictly equals to free, then plan go dey equals to free as well as cost, or this plan cost here go dey equals to 0. Good. Else, in fact, make I just copy here. So we will say else this, else this. Okay, so make we work am out. So we will say if data plan, that means wetin we pass from here dey equals to free, right? There's no point having this here. Dey equals to free. Then the plan cost, or the cost rather, the cost go be 0. So here cost, then here as well cost. I hope so now they understand it how they do, right? So cost. Now, this data plan here will be starter. So here will be premium. So this premium will pass on here. This starter will pass on here. So here will be 500. Then y here will be 1000. Right? So this our plan here will come be um cost, then y here now will come be plan. Yeah. So here fit still be plan. Okay, so majorly na him be this, right? Now wetin we need do be this, right? To sign up or to register an account. So we go test am, right? So that we go see the changes wey go wetin go happen, right? So cost go dey cost. Okay, good. Okay, good. So make we test am out to dey sure say everything dey correct. So if I come here, um if I hit to create new, so while that one dey delay, make we use our Thunder client. So okay, they don dey come up. Okay, so I go say local host. /API/register, right? So make I hit here first, more see. So make we get here. So we suppose get something here. So make we say API/register. So make I dey sure say we no miss anything. Oh, local host. Okay, so now we don dey hit that endpoint. Good, we don get am. Okay, so the next thing wey we go do now na say okay, make we create, right? So come here, hit here. So we go say name, and this go be like most say Peter. So email, to make it be at test.com. So this one will be password. So the same thing at test.com. Okay, good. Then so we get plan data. So make I say free. Okay, so make we hit here. Oops. So come here, hit there. Beautiful. So we see our plan cost 0, the plan this, right? So makes sense like that. So most make sure say the 3 endpoints they work. So make I do 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. So this one will be starter, right? So we hit that. So we see say starter the plan cost now 500. Then lastly, we can add another one. Then someone say we enter premium. So we hit here, brilliant. So 1000. Everything make sense like this, right? Okay. Okay. So that is good. So the next thing we'll go do now is okay, ability for them to fit sign in. So make I just copy here, come here, paste them here. Then for here, we no really need this for sign in, right? So make I just remove these guys. We go import them back. So yeah. So import that one. Then we need the yeah. So okay. So this part here we no need them, so I will remove them. We no need ESF, so I will remove them. We need this side, so this one will be find one, and not just the email now we need for here. So we no need here and we no need here. Okay, so save that. So now we'll say if user, right, this should happen, else this one then go happen. So for here we just copy this one, paste here. But here I go say error with user email. Okay, so for here if the email goes successful, so we'll say cost we'll call am pass check. So await decrypt dot compare. So we'll pass the password then pass, and the encrypted password will be user dot password, right? So now go be the encrypted password. So for here now we can say if pass check, right? So if pass check return true, here go run, but if you return false, now here go run. So just copy here, put here, but here we'll change it to password. Good. Now for here they assume say everything goes well. So this thing we did here, I will just cut them, put them here and save. So that's it. Now what we go on do now to just test them. So make I just duplicate this guy, right? Then we'll call it down. So here we'll say user login, something like that, user login. So I will change it to sign in and make I hit them. So if I hit them, you go just take the thing where you need and we'll see user login. So this thing are the login user. So this a premium user and I login. So make acute sense. So now it's what we need to do here just to establish our sign in. But more think this thing well. Remember say we say we build a SaaS system, right? So we need to charge this person, right, before an account will be fully created, right? So we'll put an endpoint, right? We'll put something like a blocker, right? We they no go just hit. So the flow, this thing, make this thing run. So the way our flow will be, right? Make I just call something like this. So most say then hit this point first, right? Maybe like this, right? So then hit this one. So most say register, right? So then hit this button. this button no go register them immediately, right? But wetin this button go do, e go take their data, right, pass am to another endpoint. So make I just use something like this. Pass am come here. So here go be pay stack so that e go build their account, right? The moment e don build their account, na that time e go come take them come here. So here now na im go come create an account for them, right? So see the flow. Then hit on this button here wey go register them. Once dem hit am, e go take them come pay stack, right? Which is they'll come make payment, right? So the moment they make payment, they'll come here. Here now then go come create the account. So this side here then go be this endpoint where we create. Sorry, this endpoint where we create. This one, this endpoint will create. Now here the account will come be created, right? So we'll think through how we go use do that flow or walk through that flow. This video don't dey too long rather. So wetin I go do now na to stop am here so that the next class now wetin we dey start from or start with immediately. Yes, we'll start like that. We'll do am like that.